if our time is ours to waste, to leave behind a better place, then I need nothing more than life with you.
His official minor league isn't just a source of practice bodies and roster flotsam, but actual contributing rotation players. On Saturday night, Miami's Kendrick Nunn recorded his sixth 20-point game of the young season, tying him for the rookie lead with number 2 overall pick John Morant and giving him the most 20-point games through the first 12 games of an undrafted rookie's career. Nunn, of course, played last year for the Santa Cruz Warriors before being signed by the Heat on the last day of the 2018-19 season. And after a summer of development and indoctrination into the Heat culture, he has emerged as a bona fide starter for a Heat team that's tied for second best record in the Eastern Conference. Doesn't stop there. G League success stories are all over the best teams in the league. In Toronto, Chris Boucher has followed in the footsteps of Fred VanVleet of making the leap from Raptors 905 to just full-on Raptor. In LA, Alex Cruz has successfully ingrained himself as a Laker crowd favorite. Daniel House in Houston, Brad Wanamaker in Boston, all undrafted players who spent time in the G League and off the beaten path who are now playing rotation minutes. So, Chiney, which team has used the G League best so far in your opinion?
Well, your girl has worked 3 G League showcases.
Oh,
I really do enjoy the G League. I think you get an appreciation when you're down there for like a week and you're watching and play. There are games happening every day, about 5 or 6 of them. And I was there in Mississauga in Canada, and it was really cool because we know the big names. We know Pascal Siakam, who was a G League Finals MVP, a G League champion. We know Chris Boucher now, based on his big win against the Lakers. He was a G League MVP. But like the Lorenzo Browns, the Malcolm Millers, guys that end up with rings on rosters, those guys I have a real appreciation for. And I started with my experience in Toronto because I remember I was calling a game. I called the Raptors 905 game, and that same day, those 2 guys, Lorenzo Brown, who's actually been a G League MVP, played in the Raptors game that same night. The Raptors blew them out, and they played the whole second half, so they played 2 games in one day. And I had an appreciation for like the young talent and also the opportunities. Sometimes everyone thinks we have to go straight to overseas if it doesn't work out in the NBA. Well, no, the G League does a great job of harvesting talent. You learn that in very different, typically cold places where they are. You're right. You're right about that.
It's almost like a part of the test, though. Are you willing to play in the G League? Because you can make a lot more money overseas. And so a lot of players, especially their agents, will want them to go overseas because they can make more right away. But if you bet on yourself and you say, I'm going to stick it out for that year in Mississauga, right?
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to...
It's hard days and it's hard months. Sometimes I don't know what to say, hits me all at once. My pride is getting in the way and I'm on the run. Scared that things are gonna change, what will I become? No, I can't take it sometimes. That's why I dive into rhymes, that's why we dive into lies. We digging deeper inside, we try to keep up with life. We hide our pain from the light, do what we can to survive. But no,